What's one of the deadliest units of elite soldiers in all of Metal Gear Solid? FOXHOUND. No matter the era you step into with FOXHOUND, their time saving the world from nuclear destruction, or their time being led by an insurrectionist leader threatening the world with a nuke, FOXHOUND is a dangerous unit to combat. FOXHOUND operatives are trained to destroy war machines who threaten to upset the balance of the world. What happens when FOXHOUND goes rogue, though? What happens when a renegade leader takes over the team that's been trained to deal with nuclear threats and makes nuclear threats himself? Is FOXHOUND's dissension from its main objective enough to label it an evil organization? Or has the good FOXHOUNDs done outweigh the bad? Heads up, this video will have spoilers for Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, and Metal Gear Solid 2. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Luffy and welcome to my channel. I talk video games and character analysis, so if that's your thing, subscribe and stick around. If you like what I do here, consider supporting me on Patreon or becoming a channel member so that I can continue to bring these videos to you weekly. Special thanks to Teague for suggesting this topic. Let's hop into FOXHOUND's history and whether or not the organization is good or evil. A double-crossing commander.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
In 1964, a DoD official decided they could use a unit that combined Big Boss's skills as an operative and as an agent. Someone who could infiltrate enemy territory and assassinate any terroristic leaders who acted against America's interests. BB was disillusioned with the US after they forced him to kill his mentor and mom, the boss, but not so disillusioned that he didn't see their reasoning. 7 years after the initially proposed idea, BB officially established FOXHOUND. He didn't stick around long enough to lead the new organization though, and ditched both FOXHOUND and the US to found his private military, MSF. The US presumably replaced BB with another commander to lead FOXHOUND for their interests, while BB focused on building an army where no soldier would be forced to fight their friends. Little is known about FOXHOUND during this time. MSF was destroyed in 1975, and BB fell into a coma. When he woke up, he focused his attention on rebuilding his private military, this time calling it Outer Heaven. While Outer Heaven grew to something that threatened the international community, BB also retook command of FOXHOUND sometime around 1995. We can assume BB agreed to command FOXHOUND as a way to keep an eye on the US's movements. If FOXHOUND, whose members were trained to infiltrate and assassinate people like BB, ever focused its attention on Outer Heaven, BB could sabotage the unit from within and ensure their failure. Which is exactly what happened in 1995. Outer Heaven developed Metal Gear TX-55, which is a nuclear-capable walking battle tank that can also fire a nuke at anywhere in the world. FOXHOUND is called to take Outer Heaven down and destroy their Metal Gear to keep the world safe. First, experienced FOXHOUND member Gray Fox is sent in to stop Outer Heaven, but he's captured and taken prisoner. Next up to bat is rookie operative Snavid. For some reason, no one questioned why BB decided to send a rookie operative in to save the mission that seasoned agent Gray Fox failed. This probably should have been everyone's clue that BB had ulterior motives. BB was FOXHOUND's and Outer Heaven's commander. He forced Dr. Marv to create Metal Gear TX-55 for him, and he was the one threatening the world with nuclear destruction. Does FOXHOUND's leader being the evil BB make the unit itself evil as well? Little is known about the missions FOXHOUND embarked on, other than the missions we play through in Metal Gear, though as Snavid and Gray Fox were sent to stop Outer Heaven from threatening the world, we can assume they embarked in similar missions otherwise. And, at the end of the day, Snavid was able to destroy Metal Gear TX-55 and Outer Heaven's base of operations. FOXHOUND stopped a madman from having a Metal Gear loaded with nukes in his arsenal, even if that madman also happened to be FOXHOUND's commander. Fresh commander, fresh start. After BB was ousted as a villain, Colonel Campbell took over command of FOXHOUND. Which is a good thing, since BB doesn't stay down and resurfaces to raise an army in Zanzibar land with the same MO as before. Create a Metal Gear capable of firing a nuke at anywhere in the world. Snavid is deployed again to stop BB, seeing as he's already done this once before, and has the experience under his belt this time around. Gray Fox also makes a comeback, though as BB's agent this time that Snavid must face on the battlefield and defeat. Colonel Campbell talks Snavid through each obstacle and freely gives advice over their codec when Snavid needs it. With the help of his support team, Snavid's able to destroy BB's new Metal Gear D, and then lights BB on fire to defeat him. Colonel Campbell doesn't turn out to be evil and secretly in charge of the PMC they're fighting against like BB was in their previous mission. He's genuinely committed to stopping PMCs that threaten the world. So this time around, we don't have to question the validity of FOXHOUND with a leader that's only leading them so that he can sabotage their efforts to stop him from becoming the world's major nuclear power. This time around, it's a lot easier to determine that FOXHOUND is a good thing. BB may be out of the picture when it comes to FOXHOUND, but his clone sons sure aren't. Liquid's revenge.
Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
Liquid, one of BB's clone sons, has been told from the moment he was born that he was inferior to his brother, Snavid. Enraged and belittled, he figured the best way to get his revenge against his father, BB, was to achieve BB's dream better than he ever could. He plans to raise his own army and recreate Outer Heaven. To do this, Liquid takes over his father's old unit, FOXHOUND, and fills it full of comrades willing to operate under his command. FOXHOUND takes over Shadow Moses, a nuclear disposal facility that's secretly housing Metal Gear Rex along with live nuclear munitions. Like his father, Liquid threatens to use Rex to launch a nuke, and Snavid is pulled out of retirement to take him down. During his adventure, Snavid meets Meryl. Meryl's an avid fan of FOXHOUND, to the point where she painted a fake tattoo of the FOXHOUND logo on her shoulder.
I was a fan of FOXHOUND way back, when guys like you and my uncle were in it.
FOXHOUND, by this point, is known worldwide for their incredibly talented agents, and Meryl looks up to Snavid as a hero. Meryl, along with Snavid's new friend Otacon, helps Snavid take down FOXHOUND, Metal Gear Rex, and eventually Liquid himself. Objectively, this version of FOXHOUND is definitely evil. They're minutes away from launching a nuke before Snavid interferes, and their goal is to force the world to adopt Liquid's ideals, where the strong prevail over the weak and get to set the rules. Do we consider Liquid's FOXHOUND as FOXHOUND, though? Or was Liquid just calling his organization FOXHOUND with no real approval to actually be FOXHOUND? Is using the same name enough to make the same FOXHOUND that protected the world from BB enough to make it evil? Let me know what you think in the comments. After Liquid's uprising, FOXHOUND is officially disbanded, but they don't stay down for long. A ghost in the machine.
You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
FOXHOUND is known as a legendary unit that employs legendary soldiers. What do you do when you have a new operative fresh out of VR training that needs to think like a legendary soldier? Tell him he's FOXHOUND's newest member. When the Big Shell is taken over by rogue group Dead Cell, Rookie Raiden is assigned to stop them. He's being led by Colonel Campbell, though this isn't truly Colonel Campbell and is instead an AI leading him through the S3 plan. The S3 plan is an exercise to prove that the Patriots' AIs can manipulate circumstances for the outcomes they want.
The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
In the case of the S3 plan, they manipulated the situation to mimic the Shadow Moses incident. The Colonel Raiden's been listening to is revealed to be a fraud, but does that make Raiden any less of a member of FOXHOUND? Can an AI, in the context of Metal Gear Solid, revive a disbanded unit? If we don't consider Raiden a part of FOXHOUND, then can we consider Liquid a part of FOXHOUND? Does Liquid have more legitimacy because he's human? And if we consider the AI Campbell's FOXHOUND to be true, does this mean FOXHOUND ended its run as an evil organization? We have 2 instances of FOXHOUND saving the world, and 2 instances of FOXHOUND endangering the world, as the Patriots' AIs could use the data they gathered from the S3 plan to better manipulate the world. Do you consider AI Campbell's FOXHOUND to be FOXHOUND? Your thoughts. Our big question in this video is FOXHOUND good or evil? I was curious to know what y'all thought, so we took a poll here on YouTube. The majority of y'all voted it depends on the game we're playing, which is very diplomatic. I thought it was really interesting that the second most voted option was that FOXHOUND was evil. I thought for sure the majority vote would be that FOXHOUND was good since Snavid served in FOXHOUND and defeated BB under FOXHOUND command. FOXHOUND definitely left a legacy of being evil after MGS1 and MGS2 though, so I get it. Rainspitter commented, FOXHOUND is the unit Zero envisioned, it just happened to have Naked Snake and Solid Snake as its operatives. Hold up, FOXHOUND is the unit Zero envisioned. Why have I never thought about how Zero factors into FOXHOUND? I'm sure Zero had some kind of input into it when BB founded it, as they were still friends at the time. Was Zero disappointed when BB abandoned FOXHOUND to focus on MSF? Or was Zero too busy finding a way to unite the world under his rule and didn't care for FOXHOUND? How do you think Zero reacted to BB making Foxhound? Daniel Beckman6742 commented, Foxhound is an interesting case. Founded by Big Boss to replace the old Fox unit, Foxhound has always existed as an arm of the Patriots. I have never thought about Foxhound as an extension of the Patriots. Obviously, the Patriots use Foxhound to manipulate Raiden in MGS2, but has Foxhound always been an extension of the Patriots? In MG1 and 2, are we playing through Patriot-assigned missions? That completely changes the context of those two games. Daniel went on to say, throughout its lifetime, it has gone through regime changes, with leadership passing from Big Boss to Campbell to Liquid, all evil. But with agents who are good, like Solid Snake and Grey Fox. I believe it's an organization that has done good, but I'd hesitate to commit to calling it a good organization, which is really fair. I also hesitate to commit to calling Foxhound a totally good organization, though there's no denying that they have done some good throughout their run. Foxhound started off as an idea to combine a soldier's skills with an agent's. Foxhound agents were deployed to deal with missions so tough and delicate that they couldn't be handled by any other unit within the US military. Foxhound protected the world from BB twice over, stopping him from threatening the world with nukes and destroying his Metal Gears. Foxhound isn't all roses, though. It's taken over by Liquid, who uses the unit to try and pressure the US into giving in to his demands. And then Foxhound's name is used to manipulate Raiden into doing the Patriot AI's bidding. Foxhound's name and reputation is definitely soured by the end of Metal Gear Solid. Are they an evil organization, though? What would you say? Thank you so much for making it to the end of today's video. If you liked it, share it with someone who wants to know more about Metal Gear Solid lore. If you need more MGS content, check out my Patreon. I upload articles I write on upcoming videos or just thought pieces on MGS in general. You can also support me in the channel by becoming a channel member. Or join us in Discord, we're always talking about MGS. Also, are y'all going to MGS Con too? Let me know in the comments if you are, because I'll be there too. More importantly than that though, please take care of yourself, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.